Imagine stepping out of a massive underground bunker. You brace yourself for a toxic wasteland, right? But your visor just shows lush green hills.
Yeah, like flying birds, blue skies, the whole thing.
Right, but as you know from that explosive season 1 finale of Apple TV Silo, it is a total lie. I mean, Juliette Nichols realizes the desolate view on the bunker's inner screens is actually the reality.
And the idyllic paradise fed into her suit is just, a digital illusion. It's literally designed to keep her docile while she suffocates outside.
Exactly. Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome to our latest deep dive. Today we are unpacking a stack of reviews, creator interviews, and philosophical analyses to reveal the hidden mechanics behind Silo.
And there's just so much to cover here, honestly.
No, absolutely. So let's start with that big reveal. The Silo leaders purposefully use faulty heat tape on the hazmat suits, right? So anyone who goes outside just dies.
Yeah, it's brutal. But Juliet's team secretly swapped her tape for the good stuff.
Which is how she survives, walks over the ridge, and spots dozens of other Silo creators. It's like strapping a twisted VR headset onto someone to keep them walking forward into their death.
What's fascinating here is how the showrunners deceive the audience, too, not just the characters. Like going through that article on Foley design you put in our stack.
Oh yeah, the sound design stuff is wild.
Right, they completely banned wooden Foley props. There's absolutely no wood in the Silo.
Wait, really? None at all?
Zero. I mean, a metal door hinge couldn't resonate like it was attached to a wooden frame. Everything had to sound like concrete, glass, or metal.
Wow, that's incredibly specific.
Yeah, and they intentionally withheld heavy audio reverb. Because, if you add heavy reverb, a space feels cavernous.
Right, like a big cathedral or something.
Exactly. But by stripping it away, they make this giant 144-level concrete tube feel like a claustrophobic prison cell.
So every conversation feels like a secret you are not supposed to hear.
Exactly. It forces you to feel the physical limitation of their world.
Which brings up the core question you flagged in your analysis. I mean, why go to such extreme, deceitful lengths to control 10,000 people?
Well, it all comes down to 17th century philosophy, actually.
Right, Thomas Hobbes and Leviathan.
Exactly. The Silo is a literal manifestation of Leviathan. The Pact acts as their strict social contract. For Hobbes, a contract like this exists for one reason: to prevent a chaotic, violent state of nature.
Where life is nasty, brutish, and short. But I have to push back a little here, though. Is the main villain, Mayor Bernard, actually evil? Or is he just a terrified middle manager trapped in an impossible system?
That is a really fair tension to point out.
Right, because look at Silo 17. When they rebelled, they descended into absolute chaos and literally resorted to cannibalism. That is Hobbes' exact nightmare.
It is, yeah. Bernard truly thinks he's keeping the peace. But his fatal flaw is that he violates Hobbes' rules for a stable society.
Oh, how so?
By creating massive inequality and hoarding knowledge. By keeping the truth about the outside world locked on a secret hard drive, he ironically triggers the exact rebellion he is trying to prevent.
And to really hammer home that institutional terror, the showrunners actually changed Hugh Howey's original books. They made the judicial branch far more menacing.
Yeah, and if we connect this to the bigger picture, that's exactly why they invented a completely new character, Salvador Quinn.
Right, to put a face on it.
Exactly. You can't just talk about abstract political terror. Quinn serves as the physical enforcer of Bernard's paranoia, showing us exactly how the hoarding of knowledge turns into actual violence.
And with Juliette surviving and shattering Bernard's illusion, that institutional terror just blows wide open. It shatters the whole paradigm of the show.
Oh, totally, because instead of just surviving a post-apocalypse wasteland in Season 2, Season 3 is going to pivot.
Right, to the pre-apocalypse DC politicians.
Yeah, the uber-wealthy people who built the bunkers. It shifts the entire lens from how do we survive to what kind of icy inhumanity engineered this deception in the first place.
So what does this all mean? Silo is way more than just a sci-fi mystery box. It is a terrifying exploration of how societies manipulate truth and memory just to survive.
I mean, the founders literally drugged the water supply to erase the residents' history.
Which leaves you with this to ponder. In our modern age of endless information, how much of our own history is being quietly rewritten by whoever holds the keys to the servers?
That is a terrifying thought to leave on. Next time you put on a VR headset, just ask yourself who programmed the view.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.